Hello, hello, hello. Hello again. One of these days, Facebook's going to catch up to me, but hello, how are you going? Drop in the chat, tell me if you can hear me. Hi, I'm Beryl from Forever Yours Flowers. Over the month of October, we're discussing themed weddings. And so as we discuss all the processes I go through with my couples and my brides, I'm just making sure my microphone is plugged in. As I'm going through the month, we're going to have it with a bit of a twist of Halloween because Halloween is at the end of, sorry, got a hair in my eye, at the end of October, of course. And because of COVID, we're a little bit locked up. So I thought I'd have some fun this month and we would discuss how to create a Halloween themed wedding. Well, how to create a themed wedding with a twist of Halloween and a twist of steampunk and a twist of a bit of gothic mixed in. So today I'm actually gonna take you back to the beginning, the engagement, the celebration. A lot of people have ended up getting engaged over this period of time. Sorry, checking my dog. Over this period of time, and we have, well, there are a lot of engaged people out there, but what they've done is they've put everything on hold. But as we get used to COVID, as we get used to the new COVID, we're creating ourselves something a little bit different. So come on, let's keep going. Today is part 3. On Friday, I talked about what we were actually going to do this month. Monday, I cannot remember what we talked about at all. That is terrible. Mental block at this moment of time. Monday. So Friday we did a brain dump, a wedding brain dump. If you want to know anything about getting all the information out of your head, go back to Friday. It was the 2nd of October, and check out Forever Yours Flowers, and we did a brain dump. On Monday, we took that brain dump and turned it into a mood board. But I kind of jumped ahead a couple of steps and thought, hey, let's get back to, now that you're engaged, let's celebrate. And it's when we should start to breathe. We should start to relax. We should start to get into a good place and not worry about all the things that are going to happen. I'm going to tell you as we go along during this live, the do's and the don'ts of when you're first engaged, so that we can kind of set a benchmark so that you don't feel overwhelmed and stressed, which is kind of what a lot of couples start with, going, hands up, I'm out. I can't do this. This is too hard. You know, all the negative thoughts and feelings that pop into our head when we suddenly realize we're planning one amazing day. So, a little bit about me. I'm Beryl, and of course I'm from Forever Yours Flowers. I have 53 years experience as a textile artist, and I love all things weddings. I'm trying to remember all the things about me, so I'm looking down. And I help couples take those wedding dreams, those wedding feelings, those wedding thoughts, and then create an amazing day with them, whether it's with their flowers or with their wedding planning or with developing a theme online together. So I offer courses and one-on-one coaching with this. Anyway, let's get going. Enough about me. Let's start talking about some of the things, the do's and don'ts that to me are quite important that a lot of couples forget about. And one of the things that I've put down here, and I've put it in big black writing, like just here, so that I would remember your engagement ring. Sorry, I should get the engagement ring. So we've got our engagement ring, okay? We have our engagement ring. Okay, I've got 2 rings on each finger. The one thing people forget is they're so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm engaged and this is happy. Don't wear your ring until you have it sized and you have it insured. I can tell you a terrible story. I used to wash my dogs with my wedding ring on. Whoops, sorry about that. My camera just did a little bit of a slip then. I'm nowhere near it, so it's the ghost of the camera. So, oh, Halloween, ghost of camera. So appropriate. Sorry, a little bit of me going sideways. So I was washing my dogs with my engagement ring on. Guess what? I lost the diamond out of my engagement ring in the backyard. Not a good thing to do. Luckily, I had it insured and I was able to get a new diamond for my ring. Yes, whoever purchased the property now has a diamond on their property, and I still don't have it back, but that's okay. That's fine. We've shifted house since then. So please, please, please be passionate about the fact you're engaged. Be passionate about the fact that you are so happy, you're so excited, you're so bouncy and happy and, you know, joyful and all those things. But don't put the wedding ring off, especially think of Sydney Harbour. I know they bounced a phone into Sydney Harbour. Imagine if you flicked your ring off into Sydney Harbour. You would feel sick. So that's just number one. That's the top of my list. So now that you're engaged, okay, how many of you people put in the chat or hashtag replay have announced your engagement on the social media before you have before you have spoken to grandmama or grandpapa or grandpa or nonna or nana or whatever you call your grandparents, and they find out that everybody else knew before them? Oh no, would you be in trouble? So I suggest that, yes, you're enjoying the excitement, you want to ring up the parents, you want to ring up, you want to celebrate, you want to shout. Just before you do that, snap, you know, that snappy video and post it onto Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you're going to post it. You ring grandma, you ring the grandparents up first, you ring the parents up first, you make sure they know, then you tell the world, because will you get into a lot of trouble? You didn't tell us, why did you tell? So goes the story. We're trying to reduce your stress level. My neuro coaching side of me comes in and says, hey, come on, we've got to think about how we can protect your levels of overwhelm and levels of stress, and starting off in a good position is always better. So what have I got over? I've got it here. I've said, don't say yes to everything. Okay, and what it is don't. I'm not saying don't listen to people. That's not what I'm saying. But listen to all the information they've done and walk away. Don't say yes on the spot. You're just engaged. You're having fun. You're already going to probably tip the boat by saying, I'm going to have a Halloween wedding. Okay, this is some of the things so we need to break people in. It's your theme. I'm not saying don't celebrate, don't be excited, don't have fun. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is listen to what they say and just act on some of the information at a later date. This will stop the stress level so that you don't have to backpedal and go, I know I said when we first got engaged we're going to do this, but our budget doesn't allow for it. We don't like that idea anymore. It doesn't fit in with our theme. So therefore you can kind of go see how I'm going. These are the things that I work. The first things when an engaged couple ring me up, or I have had couples actually ring me up before they're engaged going, how do we tell everybody? And I always put on the list grandma. Because they've heard me talk about this at expos and things like that. I do say it all the time. So don't overpromise. So don't promise to do this and promise to do that, because especially if there becomes a budget consideration in it. Because if you decide that you want to have bells and whistles and sparkles, that costs a lot of money. If you want a whole room of LED lights, you've got to hire a lot of lighting equipment. So just don't. And it's okay. We've got months to plan this. I know I'm talking about Halloween because it's on the 31st of October this year, but that's okay, because let's worry about that later. It's 12 months away. You're not going to be planning a Halloween wedding with me now, because if you did, I would actually say no, because I would start feeling sick. So I love weddings. Weddings are my passion. That's why I do it. So now, what else have I got on here? Wait. Okay, I've got 5 things here that I think you should wait and breathe and smell the roses, as I say. I've said here, wait to make decisions. Okay, so choosing your wedding party, especially if you're not going to get married for a couple of years, maybe a year, a month, you know, it's a considerable time away, because what's going to happen is the people that you want to invite in your wedding will come in and out, especially if you're not sure of the people you're inviting. So just take your time, do a bit of breathing. And also, especially when we're planning a themed wedding, especially when we're planning a Halloween themed wedding, we need your wedding party to be on your side, to be celebrating with you. So we've got this. So just hang on a minute. I'm not saying don't choose them, but just think about the people that are going to enhance, to make your wedding so much more fun, because they're going to join in, they're going to get dressed up, they're going to put the make, they're going to do all the things that you want so that you can have some fun. Now, don't book the venue, don't book the flowers, and I'm a florist, so I can tell you I want my flowers booked early, because I hand make my artificial flowers. So when I design that part of the wedding, they're all handmade. But you only need to get to me 12 to 14 weeks beforehand. As long as you have booked me in at 6 months before, that's okay. But don't do any booking while you've just got the engagement ring on your finger, because you might start changing what you think, what you want. I'm designing this as a Halloween themed wedding. That's what this series of videos, this series of Facebook Lives is about. But just remember, I've got ideas. I've already decided I want it in a castle because my niece had it in a castle. I've got these ideas that are already playing in my head, because I think about themed weddings 24/7. I think of fairy wedding, that's my job. I do a lot of them, so I like doing them. So just don't book anything, just breathe and celebrate. Go back to the original word. Celebrate, relax, and take time. And I do apologize, that was my dog making those funny noises. He's underneath my table. So don't buy a dress, especially if it's a themed wedding, because you're going to develop that theme over the next, in this case, we're going to develop it over the next month on choosing different dresses. But what you're going to do is you're going to change. You're going to change your mind. You're going to change the feeling. You're going to change your thoughts on what you need, what you want, what you don't want, whether you want to try a tiara or a veil or a short veil. All these things are going to come with time. We've got time. So stop, don't buy your wedding dress. The other thing, get healthy, don't go on a diet. So many of my brides go on a diet and say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to lose 100 pounds. I'm going to lose 300 pounds. By the way, it's good to get healthy. I am the first person. Part of my coaching within my business life and within my wedding life is always about what you eat and how you exercise. Whether it's going for a walk, in my case, I'm going for a run after this. It may be running, it might be raining, but because that is how I refocus my mind. You will find a way. Maybe it's taking time just to go to the beach and have a picnic, a healthy picnic with your beautiful new engaged partner. Isn't that lovely? But don't go on a diet, just get healthy. That's all I suggest. We will be going through that at a later time in this month, because I'm very adamant on the healthy eating, the looking after yourself. and the not going on a diet. Because if you look after yourself and you look healthy, your face glows. You're going to glow anyway, because guess what? You're engaged. So you're so happy. So that's gorgeous. So the number 5 on the list, and I get a lot of kickback on this one. I will be the first one to say this, is don't invite guests. Take your time, especially at the moment with COVID. We don't know what's happening with the numbers. You don't have to invite the guests until 12 weeks out. If they're going to all be coming from different directions, you have to choose your date first. And I haven't even discussed, I was going to talk about choosing your date today, but it's too big of a topic. There's all these things to consider. So don't invite the guests yet. Wait, breathe, celebrate your engagement, and have some fun. That's what I'm after. Okay, so, and relax and take your time. We don't want to overwhelm you, and especially if you end up with 100 people at your wedding that you don't want there. Let's just stop, let's relax, because that's just what it's about. So, I've written here, don't forget to thank the people that are going to help you, so say thank you. And I thank you for joining with me today. Enjoy the process. Don't forget to giggle. Don't forget to laugh. Don't forget to have fun. Even when you have tears, when they're rolling down your face, it's okay. It's okay. Just remember to have fun. And I do apologize, I forgot to put my thing on my computer on hold. So now, little bit of plugging me. Work with me. Come on, let's have some fun. Let's build your theme together. Please contact me at beryl@foreveryoursflowers.com.au. Send me an email. DM me on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook or Instagram. They're both Forever Yours Flowers on Facebook, Forever Yours Flowers on Instagram, and I don't remember what it is on Pinterest. I should write them down sometime. So join me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please love me and share me and subscribe. What could you learn off me? But I'd love you to book a chat with me today. This is Beryl signing off. See you on Friday. We're going to do a bit of taking care of you and a little bit of art, because I haven't done art for a couple of weeks. Anyway, this is Beryl signing off. See you on Friday for our next installment of our themed wedding for October, the Halloween wedding series. See you soon. Bye.